We are going to take the unit 7 of supplementary. Understood? That means 6 we have taken. Weathering the storm in summer we had already finished. I hope your notes have come to you. And now we are coming to the last leaf. That is the next lesson. Understood? In between we had done some lesson also which is not been in your syllabus. So now we are coming to last leaf. Last leaf means what? In every plant there is a leaf, there are leaves, isn't it? And last leaf means what? During the autumn season, during the winter time, the leaves of all the trees start shedding, isn't it? And then they will be waiting for the next season, the spring season. So in every tree and in every plant, there will be a last leaf, isn't it? There will be a last leaf which will be falling at the last, but we have not identified it so far, isn't it? But if we think about it, or if we watch over it, or if we do any research over it, we can see that everywhere there is a last one, isn't it? Even in human beings, as far as human beings are concerned, in a family there will be a last member who is living, isn't it? After the elders or maybe the younger also have gone in between, but still one will be left. Similarly, here also we are coming to know about a leaf which seems to be the last but had not fallen, and due to that there is a belief in the mind of a girl who was watching over that leaf and thinking that her life also is similar to that last leaf. That means when the last leaf falls, it means the end of that girl. Understood? She is comparing her life to that last leaf. Sorry. Now we come to the lesson. So the last leaf, the lesson. It is autumn. So as far as I have said, autumn season means it is a shedding of all the leaves, and waiting for the next season is the spring season. So during the spring season, new leaves and blooming starts, isn't it? So autumn is especially it is of the coming to the end of the cold season, winter season. The wind is blowing hard and it is raining heavily. So the wind is blowing, strong wind blowing, and at the same time heavy rain also. Actually during the autumn season that is not common, isn't it? Raining is not common. All the leaves of an ivy creeper. So it is a plant, ivy creeper. Creeper is what? One who creeps. Needs a support. Creeper have fallen except one. Why don't the last leaf? So here the leaf of this creeper ivy plant, only one leaf is being left over there and all the other had fallen down. So why is that one leaf left in the creeper? Now we will find out what is the reason behind it. Sue and Johnsy. These are the two girls. Sue and Johnsy. They both shared a flat. That means they both are living together in a small flat. The flat was on the third story of an old house, and the flat is on the third floor of that house. So these are the two girls living together in a flat, sharing the same room in a flat, and their flat is on the top of the house. Johnsy fell very seriously ill in November. So she is having the illness. Johnsy is not well. She is having sickness. And it had started in November. She had a pneumonia. So what is the sickness? Pneumonia. She is affected by pneumonia. She would lie in a bed without moving, just gazing out of the window. So because of her illness, she is not moving out of her bed. always gazing. Gazing means looking out of the window. Sweet, her friend, became very worried. She sent for the doctor. Although he came every day, there was no change in Johnson's condition. So, who was the partner of the room? She was very worried about the Johnson because she is not getting up from her bed and pneumonia had affected her, and all the time watching outside through the window. So, she sent for the doctor, and doctor also had come and examined. But still, who was not recovering? Johnsy was not recovering. There is no change in her condition. Understood so far? One day the doctor took Sui aside and asked her, is anything worrying Johnsy? So, many times the doctor had come and treatment had been given. But still there was no change in Johnsy. So, one day doctor called Sui and asked her, is there any problem to make her worry? Do you know? Because they are sharing the room. So maybe they are friends and maybe they may be knowing each other, isn't it? So the doctor asked Sui whether any problem is worrying Johnsy. No, replied Sui, but why do you ask? So according to Sui, she did not know what is there any problem with the Johnsy. So she said no. The doctor said, Johnsy, it seems, has made up her mind that she is not going to get well. If she doesn't want to live, medicines will not help her. So, the doctor had said the truth. That means it is already said that whatever the disease we are having, we should speak totally truth to the doctor, isn't it? Only he can prescribe the medicine according to that. And medicine, along with the medicine, our mind also has to go along with the medicine. Then only any kind of disease can be cured. Medicine alone will not cure you. What also should be there? You should be confident with that taking in of that medicine, isn't it? You should believe that medicine can help you. Otherwise, is there any use? There is no use. So the doctor had said her mind is not going according to the medicine. That means she doesn't want, if she doesn't want to live, medicine will not help her. That means she has to think herself that she has to recover. Only when she is having that mind, I want to recover, then only what will also help you? The medicine, how much medicine we are taking, that will help you. But if your mind is not willing to live, thinking that you will die all the time, then what will not affect you, what will not help you? Medicine will not help you. Understood? So that is why he said, when we have to take the medicine, what also should go according to the medicine? Our mind also should be gone according to the medicine. That means we should think that with that medicine, I can recover. Isn't it? But if you are totally upset, thinking that nothing can help you, then will that effect come on you? The medicine will have no effect on you. That means your mind and medicine has to go together. Understood now? At least in your case also, you have to think about it. Understood? You should follow that. Simply just taking the medicine will not help you. You have to bring your mind saying that this medicine will help you. I have to recover. Understood? Sri tried her best to make Johnsy take an interest in things around her. So the doctor had said that her mind is not at all going along with the medicine. So what did Sri do? She started to bring the attention of Johnsy towards life. Understood? So that she started talking about many interesting things. Talked about clothes and fashion. That means to divert her mind from what thinking that she will not recover. Understood? But Johnsy did not respond. So even though Sui tried to divert her mind, who was not coming to the point? Johnsy was not coming to the point. Johnsy continued to lie still on her bed. She continued to be in the bed and looking outside through the window. She brought her drawing board into Johnsy's room and started painting. To take Johnsy's mind off her illness, she whistled while Okay, so she started making sound also while doing her painting work. Why she started making sound? To divert, to bring the mind of who? Johnsy, who was not bothered about anything. Understood? That means Sui wanted to change the mind of Johnsy. Only if she changed the mind of Johnsy, then who can recover? Johnsy will recover from her illness. Suddenly Sui heard Johnsy's whisper something. Whispering, saying in a soft voice. She quickly rushed to the bed and heard Johnsy counting backwards. Counting means numbering backward. That means 10, 9, 8, 7 like that, counting down. Understood? She was looking out of the window and was saying 12. After some time she whispered 11, then 10, 9, 8, 7. That means going downwards in the ascending order. That means started with the 12, then 11, 10, 9, 8 up to 7 she had gone. She anxiously looked out of the window. She saw an old ivy creeper climbing halfway up the brick wall opposite their window. In the strong wind outside, the creeper was shedding its leaves. So when she was counting downwards, Sui was surprised to see why she was doing that. So she looked out of the window and opposite to their window, what did she see? She saw an ivy creeper there, and because of the strong wind, its leaves are falling one by one. So actually, what was Johnsy doing? Johnsy had counted how many leaves were there on that ivy creeper, and because of the strong wind, one by one it is falling down. So she was counting, and as a result, the number of the leaves left on that ivy creeper is decreasing, coming less and less. Understood? What is a dear sheep? We asked. 6, whispered Johnsy. So she had counted. Now how many are left? She had counted up to 6, isn't it? So now 6 leaves are left. They are falling faster now. 3 days ago there was almost 100 leaves. That means she is saying 3 days before that ivy creeper was having more than 100 leaves, and within these short days what had happened? It had come up to 6. That means majority of the leaves of that creeper had fallen down. There are only 5 left. So she came up to 6 leaves have fallen, and remaining only how much is left? 5 is left. It is autumn, said Sui, and the leaves will fall. So it is natural that during the autumn season, it is natural that all the trees, plants, everybody will shed their leaves, isn't it? So it is only natural that ivy creeper is shedding the leaves. Oh, that is nonsense, replied Sui. What have old ivy leaves to do with your getting well? The doctor is confident that you will get better. Sorry. When the last leaf falls, I will die, said Johnsy with finally. I have known this for the last 3 days. So, she had compared her life with the leaves of those ivy creeper, isn't it? What did Johnsy say? When all the leaves of that, now how many is left? Only 5 is left. So, when all the leaves shed from that ivy creeper or fall down from that ivy creeper, that is the end of whose life? Johnsy's life. So she is saying, she is confident in that, saying that when the last leaf of that creeper falls down, she also dies. Understood? But Sui is saying, doctor had said he is confident that he is sure that you will recover from your illness. Johnsy did not say anything. For that, she did not say anything. Sui went and brought her a bowl of soup. I don't want any soup, said Johnsy. I am not hungry. Now there are only 4 leaves left. So out of 5, one also had fallen down. Now 4 only left. I want to see the last one fall before it gets dark. Then I will sleep forever. Forever means, that means the last sleep, isn't it? So she is saying, now 4 only left. So I will be watching for the last leaf to fall down. So when the last leaf is falling, my last sleep also. That means then after I will not awake. That means she will die. So comparing her life with those leaves. Sui sat on Johnson's bed, kissed her and said, "You are not going to die. I can't draw the curtains for I need the light. I want to finish the painting and get some money for us. Please, my dear friend," she begged Johnson, "promise not to look out of the window while I paint." So, Sui was doing her work, painting the work, and she was saying she wanted to complete the painting work and sell it so that she can collect some money. She is in need of money. So, when she is engaged in that work, she is requesting Johnsy not to look out of the window. So, why she was requesting her? Because her mind is there only, isn't it? Because she is waiting to see the last leaf fall down, isn't it? So, she said not to look out of the window. "Alright," said Johnsy, "finish your painting soon, for I want to see the last leaf." That means saying that you finish your painting also before the last leaf fall down. "I am tired of waiting. I have to die. So let me go away peacefully like one of those poor tired leaves." So she is comparing to those leaves, because as the wind is coming, they are falling down without having any pain over there. So she is saying, let me also die peacefully like those leaves. "Try to sleep," said Sui. "I have to paint an old miner. I will call Behran up to be my model." So she said, "I wanted to paint an old miner. So I am going to call Behran. He is a painter, artist." Yes. Sui rushed down. Behran lived on the ground floor. So they are living on the third floor, and this person, Behran, is staying where? Down floor. He was a 60-year-old painter. So what does he say? He is 60 years old, and he is a great artist, like a Sui. His lifelong dream was to paint a masterpiece, but that had remained a dream. So he was having a dream. Before his death, he has to paint a masterpiece work. Sui poured out her worries to Behran. So Sui ran over to Behran and told him what is the idea of Johnsy. So said the sad story about Johnsy, because Sui was much worried about her. She told him how Johnsy was convinced that she would die when the last leaf falls. So she had said that she is counting the falling down of those ivy leaves and waiting for the last leaf to fall down. So when the last leaf fall down, she is saying that it will be her last sleep. "Is she stupid?" asked Behran. "How can she be so foolish?" So Behran, hearing the story of Johnsy, what did he say? She is a fool. "She is running a high temperature," complained Sui. "She refuses to eat or drink, and that worries me a lot. She is affected by pneumonia, and it is of high temperature." "I will come with you and see Johnsy," Behran said. So what did that 60-year-old painter say? "Okay, let me see Johnsy." They uptoed into the room. Both started coming to the third floor to see Johnsy. Johnsy was sleeping. So when they came, what was she doing? She was sleeping. Sui drew the curtains together and they went to the next room. She peeped out through the window. There was only one leaf on the creeper. It was raining heavily and an icy cold wind was blowing. It seemed as though the leaf would fall any minute now. Behran did not say a word. He went back to his room. So they looked through the window and all the 4 leaves had fallen, and now only the last one leaf left, and it is certain that at any moment that last leaf also will fall down, because it was raining heavily and at the same time strong wind also blowing. So they are waiting to see whether the last leaf fall down. So what according to Johnsy, if the last leaf fall down, it will be her last sleep. Then after that she will not awake, isn't it? So now Sui saw the last leaf waiting there to fall down. So seeing that, Varun did not say anything. He went straight to his room. John C. woke up next morning. In a feeble voice, she asked Sui to draw the curtains. Sui was nervous. She drew back the curtains very reluctantly. So, the next morning from her sleep, she woke and she asked Sui to remove the curtains, to move the curtains to one side. Why did she ask to remove the curtains? Because she wanted to see whether the last leaf is left over there or it had fallen. Because she had awakened from her sleep, isn't it? And who was nervous? Sui was nervous. Why? Because before that, what she had seen, the heavy rain was there and the strong wind was there, and that leaf was waiting to fall down. At any moment, the leaf would fall down. It was that condition. So, but still, she had removed the curtain. Oh, Sui exclaimed as she looked at the white creeper. Look, there is still one leaf. So, when they had moved the curtain, what was seen on that ivy creeper? The last leaf was seen on that ivy creeper. It looks quite green and healthy. So, that leaf was green and healthy. It was not able to fall down. In spite of the storm and the fierce wind, it did not fall. So, though it was heavy rain and the strong wind was there, that leaf had not fallen down. I heard the wind last night, said John C. I thought it would have fallen. It will surely fall today. Then I will die. So, what did John C. say? Last night I have heard a strong wind blowing and I thought it had fallen down. But now it is not fallen. But anyway, today it will fall down and it is sure that I will die today. You won't lie, said Sui energetically. So now who is confident? Who had the courage to say that you will not die? Yes, Sui. You have to live for your friends. What would happen to me if you die? That means we both are living together. We are sharing here together. And if you die, I will be left alone. So who will be there to look after me also? I have been in the evening there was thunderstorm, but the leaf did not fall. So same in that same day there was strong wind, but what did not fall down? The green leaf did not fall down because it was healthy. John C. lay for a long time looking at the leaf. Then she called out Sui. I had been a bad girl. You had looked after me so lovingly, and I had not cooperated with you. I had been depressed and gloomy. The last leaf has shown me how wicked I have been. I have realized that it is a sin to want to die. So at the last moment when she saw the leaf over there, whose mind had changed? John C.'s mind had changed. What did she say? I have been very cruel towards you because you were loving me so much. You were loving so much and not allowing me to think about death, isn't it? But I was not loving you or giving you the same love. I am not cooperating with you. I was not having food and I was thinking only about my death. So now I understood. What did I understood? It is a sin to think that when we are alive or when somebody is there to love us, why we should think of dying. Understood? She hugged John C. Then she gave her lots of hot soup and a mirror. John C. combed her hair and smiled at her. So when she had understood that somebody is there to love her, to take care of her and not to worry about her death, it is a great sin to think that we are going to die, isn't it? When a lot of people are around us looking or thinking about our illness. So we should not think about that. It is a great sin. So after that, and she saw the leaf over there also, she had totally changed, isn't it? And now she had started taking food. In the afternoon, the doctor came. After examining the patient, he told John C. now has the will to live. So now, whose mind had changed? John C. After then, she was thinking that she will die when the last leaf fall down, isn't it? Now, she had changed the mind and she thought that it is a sin a cruel thing to think that we are going to die when our life is left remaining, isn't it? I am confident she will recover soon. Now I must go downstairs and see Baron. He is also suffering from pneumonia, but I am afraid there is no hope for him. But at the same time, the doctor had come and said that now who is recovering? Who had recovered? Johnsy had recovered because she had changed her mind that she will live again, isn't it? But at the same time, now what about that 60-year-old Baron? He has been affected by pneumonia and his condition was very serious. The next morning, Sue came and sat on Johnsy's bed. Taking Johnsy's hand in hers, she said, I have something to tell you. Mr. Baron died of pneumonia this morning. So, who passed away? Baron had passed away that particular morning. He was ill for only 2 days. Just only 2 days. You were suffering for a long time, isn't it? And you were not taking food and you were waiting for your death. But as far as Bhagaran is concerned, only just 2 days. What had affected him? Pneumonia had affected him and he had passed away. The first day the janitor found him on his bed. His clothes and shoes were wet and he was shivering. He had been out in that stormy night. So the servant, what was he saying? The day before he has been in the stormy night because his clothes and shoes are wet. Then they found a ladder and a lantern still lighted near his bed. And they saw a ladder and a lantern light. There were also some bushes and green brushes and green and yellow paints on the floor near the ladder. Johnsy, dear, said Sue, look out of the window, look at that ivy leaf. Haven't you wondered why it does not flutter when the wind blows? That is Baran's masterpiece. He painted it the night the last leaf fell. So when the 2 days before, when Nancy was sleeping and when Nancy, that particular evening, Nancy saw Baran came to the room and he left, isn't it? So the very next, that particular night only, who had gone outside? Because Baran understood at any moment what will fall, that leaf will fall. And so at that rainy day, at that particular night, he went out. He went to that ivy creeper. He painted a leaf similar to that and pasted on that tree, which did not flutter down from that tree even in that strong wind. But what had taken away his life and taken away? So that the last leaf is the masterpiece. Masterpiece of whom? Baran. So in order to save the life of that girl, Johnsy, Baran had given his life. Isn't it? Baran had given his life. How he had given his life? He had gone out. He is 60 years, that means old enough. He went out in the rainy, strong wind night. He pasted that artificial leaf on that ivy creeper to recognize it as a real leaf, to make Johnsy feel that even in that strong wind, that leaf was there forever, isn't it? Because that particular night only which had already fallen, the last leaf had already fallen and he replaced an artificial leaf in that place, isn't it? And that made Johnsy think that the last leaf was confident enough or to stand there against what? Against that natural disaster. What is the natural disaster? The strong wind, isn't it? And the heavy rain. So, was able to withstand those dangerous positions. So, she understood she also has to be stand and not to think about her death. Clear to you now? So, the lesson is over. What is Johnson's illness? So she was suffering from pneumonia. What can cure her? The medicine or the willingness to do it? The willingness to live, because she was thinking, she had made up her mind that she will die at any moment, she will not recover from her illness. So that had made her feel, so the medicine was not going approximately with her feeling, isn't it? So the answer, willingness to live. Do you think the feeling or depression Johnsy has is common among teenagers? Teenagers mean the ages of your level. Yes, of course, because many times, sometimes due to some diseases, children also will think, isn't it? They will die, they will not recover. But we should not keep a mind of that. Always we have to think that I will overcome. So there are sorrows and sufferings in everybody's life. Life is not a smooth going. It is combined of happiness and sorrows. So happiness, how we are facing the happiness, the same we have to show along with the sorrows also. When happiness, after happiness, sorrows are there. After sorrow, happiness is dear to come, isn't it? If winter is there, spring has to come. Similarly, if happiness is there, what has to come? Sorrow has to come. And if sorrow is there, what has to come? Happiness has to come. It is automatically connected with the life of every living being, isn't it? So, we have to think that one day we will die, but let that day come and take us. Not thinking that today or at any moment, here death is not in our hand. Understood? Byron has a dream. What is it? He has to draw a masterpiece. Johnsy has to common among 10. Byron has a dream. That means he has to produce a masterpiece. What is it? That last leaf of that ivy creeper. Does it come true? Yes. What is Byron's masterpiece? The last ivy leaf. What makes we say so? Because he had given his life in the form of what? The last ivy creeper. Have you ever felt depressed and rejected? How did you overcome such feelings? So in everyday life there is, isn't it? So now we come to the end of the lesson.